to cross the border, right? Walked right into that Imperial ambush, same as us. And that thief over there.
Damn you Stormcloaks. Skyrim was fine until you came along. Empire was nice and lazy. If they hadn't been looking for you, could have stolen that horse and been halfway to Hammerfell. You there, you and me, we shouldn't be here. It's these Stormcloaks the Empire wants.
We're all brothers and sisters in binds now, thief.
Shut up back there.
What's wrong with him, huh?
Watch your tongue. You're speaking to Ulfric Stormcloak, the true High King.
Ulfric? The Jarl of Windhelm? You're the leader of the rebellion. But if they've captured you... Oh gods, where are they taking us?
I don't know where we're going, but Sovngarde awaits.
No, this can't be happening. This isn't happening.
Hey, what village are you from, horse thief?
Why do you care?
A Nord's last thoughts should be of home.
Rorikstead. I'm from Rorikstead.
General Tullius, sir. The headsman is waiting.
Good. Let's get this over with.
Sure. Mara, Dibella, Kinnereth, Akatosh, Divines, please help me.
Look at him. General Tullius, the military governor. And it looks like the Thalmor are with him. Damn elves. I bet they had something to do with this. This is Helgen. I used to be sweet on a girl from here. Wonder if Velod is still making that mead with juniper berries mixed in. Funny. When I was a boy, Imperial walls and towers used to make me feel so safe.
Who are they, Daddy? Where are they going?
Let's go inside.
Why? I want to watch the soldiers.
Inside the house. Now.
Yes, Papa.
Get these prisoners out of the carts. Move it!
Why are we stopping?
Why do you think? End of the line. Let's go. Shouldn't keep the gods waiting for us.
No, wait! We're not rebels!
Face your death with some courage, thief.
You've got to tell them! We worked with you! This is a mistake!
Step towards the block when we call your name. One at a time.
Empire loves their damn lists.
Ulfric Stormcloak, Jarl of Windhelm.
It has been an honor, Jarl Ulfric.
Ralof of Riverwood. Lokir of Rorikstead.
No! I'm not a rebel! You can't do this!
Halt!
You're not gonna kill me!
Archers! Anyone else feel like running?
Wait. You there. Step forward. Who are you? You from Daggerfall, Breton? Fleeing from some court intrigue? Captain, what should we do? He's not on the list.
Forget the list. He goes to the block.
By your orders, Captain. I'm sorry. We'll make sure your remains are returned to High Rock. Follow the captain, prisoner.
Ulfric Stormcloak. Some here in Helgen call you a hero, but a hero doesn't use a power like the voice to murder his king and usurp his throne. You started this war, plunged Skyrim into chaos, and now the Empire is going to put you down and restore the peace.
What was that?
It's nothing. Carry on.
Yes, General Tullius. Give them their last rites.
As we commend your souls to Aetherius, Blessings of the 8 divines upon
For the love of Talos, shut up and let's get this over with.
Learn as you wish.
Come on! I haven't got all morning. My ancestors are smiling at me, Imperials. Can you say the same?
You Imperial bastards!
Justice!
Death to the Stormcloaks!
As fearless in death as he was in life.
Next, the Breton.
Here it is again. Did you hear that?
I said, next prisoner.
To the block, prisoner. Nice and easy.
What in oblivion is that?
Sentries. What do you see?
It's in the clouds!
Dragon!
Hey, get up! Give us another chance. This way!
And so it begins. Hello everyone and welcome to Let's Play Skyrim Special Edition.
Could the legends be true? Legends don't burn down villages. We need to move now! Up through the tower. Let's go! This way, friend. Move! Just need to move some of the...
See the inn on the other side. Jump through the roof.
I'm your host, ColorsFade. Playing with a lot of mods. A lot of survival mods. We're going to be playing on legendary difficulty.
That boy, you're doing great. Toro! God! Everyone get back! Still alive, prisoner? Keep close to me if you want to stay that way. Gunnar, take care of the boy. I have to find General Tullius and join the defense.
Gods guide you, Hadvar.
Stay close to the wall! Quickly, follow me!
And we get my first look at my character there. A Breton.
It's you and me, prisoner. Stay close. Run, you idiot! You damn traitor! Out of my way!
We're escaping, Hadvar. You're not stopping us this time.
Fine. I hope that dragon takes you all to Sovereign Guard.
You, come on! Into the keep!
With me, prisoner. Let's go. Looks like we're the only ones.
All right, and now the fun begins.
Bring us of the end times. We should keep moving. Come here. Let me see if I can get those bindings off. There you go. Take a look around. There should be plenty of gear to choose from. I'm going to see if I can find something for these bones.
One of the things I'm going to try to do during this series is point out
mods that I'm using so you guys can actually see what's being used.
Swings too. Let's keep moving. That thing is still out there.
For instance, this unread books glow. Very awesome mod. I love it. Let's see what else. There's nothing in there. There's a chest right there. Imperial helmet. Alright, let's get that horrible piece of gear on my head. And an empty water skin. This is always incredibly brutal. Let's see. And let's make sure before we even get started that we have everything set up correctly as far as settings go. So gameplay settings, it's on legendary difficulty. There we go. Because that's what I'm accustomed to playing with. It's an incredibly difficult play for the first 20 to 30 levels. But I do like that challenge. Okay, what do I have? I have Conjure Familiar. Alright, I'm going to favorite some of this stuff right out of the gate. What else do I have? Healing. Let's favorite that. And I don't have anything else. Okay, a bunch of other stuff from various mods. Let's do this. Flames we'll put at 2. Healing always goes to 7. Conjure Familiar is going to go to 6. Maybe we can reason with them? I don't think so. I'm gonna favorite that. Get my sword in slot 1. Alright. And then magic.
Right. Hold up now. We only want to.
Advar, get in there. Starting out. Dog here is doing a pretty good job. Oops, don't. There we go. There we go. Now I get what I want. Advar, hold on. Because I want this. Let's treat it as a battle axe. I also want this cloak. I prefer two-handed weapons.
Let me see if I can get that door open.
That helps. Give me this stuff. The cloaks are worth 20 value apiece and have a weight of 1, and so that's why I tend to grab them. So I can get rid of these. Favorite that and put that in slot 1 instead. What's he have? Stormcloak cuirass. Let's see if anybody has more armor. Fur gauntlets. Stormcloak cuirass does 23 armor. The Imperial one's better. Okay. Fur gauntlets. Yeah. Stormcloak cloak. Hey. Looks a little more reasonable.
Let's keep moving.
I need is installed, and it is going to be the mod that lets me eat and drink, perform a bit more of the survival options style of gameplay. I also use Campfire and Frostfall. We're going to see those later.
Damn, that dragon doesn't give up easy.
What are you doing? We need to get out of Helgen now.
These Imperials are pushing. We're going to.
Oh.
Where'd you come from?
Not that's what you want, huh?
There we go. Get on him, doggy.
Lucky hit.
Thankfully, we have Hadvar to play. There we go. Let's see, I want to grab all these cloaks.
And some potions.
So that on the way out of here, we'll have something to trade for some money. We're also going to need this stuff for alchemy. So as we go along here, I'll give you some of the information about how I play. I always play and enjoy playing Skyrim the most. Excuse me. As a battle mage. And that means, oh gosh, my voice just decided to seize up on me. And that means a lot of conjuration and destruction. And destruction takes a good bit to get up. It takes a lot of work to progress it. But I'll show you how I do all this stuff, because
done then, this way.
Skyrim is by far one of my most favorite games to play.
The torture room. Gods, I wish we didn't need this. For that.
Oh my goodness, it's getting all...
That it?
Get in there, dog.
Don't get a chance. Just
Get in there, Hardbar. It's getting crowded. Dang it. It's... I don't have enough to finish him off. I'm gonna have to finish him that way. Alright, what was he using for a weapon? Iron battle axe. There we go.
A dragon is attacking.
What does he have? An iron mace.
Helgen.
Hunt.
Iron, yeah, they all... Where's the good,
Don't make up nonsense.
Don't make
Although,
it.
come to think of it, I did hear some odd noises coming from over there.
I keep waiting for a greatsword to show up, but...
Come with us. We need to get out of here.
Butcher's assistant.
authority over me.
Didn't you hear me? I said the keep is under attack. Wait a second. Looks like there's something in this cave.
Don't bother with that.
Don't bother with that, he says. Well, we're gonna bother with it.
Lost the key ages ago. Poor fellow screamed for weeks.
Spelltome sparks.
You, take...
We'll take all of that stuff.
Please.
And
Grab what
there's
you can and let's go.
nothing worth taking in there. Alright. Opulent hood. The helmet will be better for defense, but hopefully Hadvar will keep everybody off of us. Alright. I wish the torturer had come with us, but he sounds like a stubborn old fool, so not much we can do. A little bone meal, that'll come in handy later. Oh, what do you got for me? Six gold pieces, we'll take that. Normally, I prefer to play the game with a much darker set of dungeons. And to do that, I typically use ELFX and natural atmospheric and tamriel, but I had a lot of problems getting all those things to work together nicely. I had a really weird issue where Kill her. Kill her. That's it. I like seeing Hadvar take all of his. There we go. Uh-oh, I'm getting hit because of the arrows. So Hadvar, I'm going to trust you to kind of... Alright, what do we have here? Let's go get those guys. Hadvar, you're stepping on it. Oh, do I have any? There we go. Hey, 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 go engage him. Dog is coming in really handy. Oh yeah.
All right, let's see if we can find a way out.
Let's see if we can find some useful stuff first. The longbow will do us some good later on. Heavy painted body shield worth 100. So I'm gonna grab that. I don't think anybody else had anything else that I wanted.
See where this goes.
Yes, let's do. Hadvar, my friend. Yeah, so usually this is much darker in here, but the mods that I'm using now are give me a really good blend of what I like to see at night and indoors and all these other things. And it's basically realistic lighting overhaul along with Obsidian Weather's True Storms for storms, and then the Rudy ENB. I'm using the latest version of ENB 0.390. And really, these dungeons are the only part of the game that I'm not entirely happy with. 2, put flames back on 3.
I guess we better try this one.
Yeah, we better, and you better come over here. Hadvar, come on. I'm not doing this without you. Get in here, Snake Boy. Are you coming? Here we go. You're all bloody and everything, which is great. Oh, that actually killed that one. Wow. I'm so surprised at that. Okay. And then we're gonna get... Yeah, there we go. Okay. Shoot through him, baby. Alright. I need all of these frostbite venoms. Get over on the right one here. Because they allow me to make black dyed armor, which you will see later when we get to another mod called Bandoliers. It's absolutely one of my favorite mods, especially if you're playing in a type of survival mode, which is basically how I play. When you're playing with Frostfire and Campfire and no fast travel, then you need to be able to haul some gear, and Bandoliers is the thing that lets you do that. Okay, we've got a bear over here getting into position. What do I have here? Anything? Yep. Okay.
Hold up. There's a bear just ahead. See her?
Yep.
I'd rather not tangle with her right now.
Well.
You might be able to sneak by. Just take it nice and slow, and watch where you step. Or if you're feeling lucky, you can take this bow. Might take it by surprise.
Not happening.
Not the sneaky.
Not the sneaky type, he says. Well, Hadbar, that's exactly, precisely it. I am definitely not the sneaky type. And I know that that is, to some degree, the most... Oh, there we go. We get a nice iron helmet. That is one of the most popular ways to play the game. Is, let me grab some of this wine. That is one of the most popular ways to play the game, is as a sneak archer. That seems to be the most popular way. I bet if you took a poll, you would find that that is what people choose the vast majority of the time. But I am pretty much in the other direction. I like to play a battle mage. Heavy armor, long two-handed greatsword, and lots of destruction and conjuration magic. And we're out.
Wait. Looks like he's gone for good this time. But I don't think we should stick around to see if he comes back.
That would probably be wise.
Closest town from here is Riverwood. My uncle's the blacksmith there. I'm sure he'd help you out. It's probably best if we split up. Good luck.
I like how he says that, and then he will hold court with you the whole time. I love the way this looks. These are simply bigger trees. It's very nice mod.
Listen, you should go to Solitude and join up with the Imperial Legion. You could really use someone like you. And if the rebels have themselves a dragon, General Tullius is the only one who can stop them.
And we should probably fire up Frostfall, so let's take a look at that. Mod configuration, Frostfall, overview. It's disabled, we need to enable it. Lost in thought, you reflect back on how much the wilds have taught you about yourself over the last several days. It'll take a minute to configure here. The nice thing is there it goes, completed. It is one of my favorite things. Here, oh, those guys. Cold weather. This area is cold and your exposure will begin to increase. The indicator at the top of your screen, if enabled, shows the current temperature. So, yeah, clothing and armor add warmth and coverage, which are like armor rating against the environment. The more you have of each, the longer you can survive in difficult conditions. Warmth is higher with gear that has insulation and furs. Slows down your rate of exposure at all times. Coverage is higher with gear that has tight fittings and water-repellent materials, blocking the wind and rain. You can modify the protection of any equipment by selecting the Inspect Equipment power from the magic menu and pressing Shell. So all my gear now is not on me, and then it gets put back on and done. Frostfall's enabled, we're ready to go. Look at this handsome beast. Alright. We actually got some nice weather here right off the bat. I'm gonna... Every now and then I'll make a hard save. I don't make a lot of these. You can see it says abandoned prison there. And that was because I used alternate start to start the game so I could do all my character creation up front. That way you guys didn't have to see that and I didn't have to edit it out of the video.
See that ruin up there? Bleak Falls Barrow. When I was a boy, that place always used to give me nightmares. Draugr creeping down the mountain to climb through my window at night. That kind of thing. I admit, I still don't much like the look of it.
Well, it is pretty creepy. Simply bigger trees a long time ago when I first installed it in the game it had a problem over in the Markarth region. And I'll continue that thought in a second. Exposure has increased. Yes, yes, yes. It had a problem. There are moss that hangs from the juniper trees over by Markarth, and it wasn't adjusted. And so it would be hanging from the middle of the air.
Stones. 3 of the 13 ancient standing stones that dot Skyrim's landscape. Go ahead, see for yourself.
I'm gonna choose warrior because...
Warrior. Good. I knew you shouldn't have been on that cult the minute I laid eyes on you.
Alright, while he's doing that, I'm gonna fix one other thing here, and this is gonna be the Frostfall indicators. I actually have a Alright, so the Frostfall meters are in the correct place. You can see my weapon has a little bit of room between the wetness meter, the exposure meter, so that when I have an enchanted weapon it won't get too cluttered there. One mod I wanted to point out that I love is Veydosebrom grasses and ground covers. It makes this game fabulously beautiful.
Listen, as far as I'm concerned, you've already earned your point. But until we get that confirmed by General Tullius, just stay clear of other Imperial soldiers and avoid any complications, alright?
Here we go.
Must have scared them off.
At the beginning of the game, I'm always definitely a hoarder of pelts. Need them. Need them to make many things.
I'm glad you decided to come with me. We're almost to Riverwood.
And of course, picking of flowers. There will be a lot of alchemy. Even in recent days, getting ready to do this series, I was reading the forums on Steam. There are still people to this day picking up this game for the first time. They get it on sale and they want to know how magic works, and they want to know why they think it's so weak.
Things look quiet enough here.
This is
Come
beautiful.
on, there's my uncle.
A dragon! I saw a dragon!
What?
Uncle Halvor.
What is it now, Mother?
It was as big as the mountain and black as night.
What are you doing?
It flew right over the barrel.
From
Dragons now, is it? Sweet.
What happened to you, boy?
If you keep on like this, everyone...
Are you in some
Uncle,
kind
please,
of trouble?
keep your voice down. I'm fine, but we should go inside to talk.
What's going on? And who's this?
He's a friend. Saved my life, in fact. Come on, I'll explain everything, but we need to go inside.
Okay, come inside then. Sigrid will get you something to eat, and you can tell me all about it. Sigrid, we have company. Ain't every day we get visitors in Riverwood. Of course, take what you need. But what's all this about?
What are you two doing here?
Alright, I'll take that tent off your hands.
What? A dragon? In Helgen? That explains what I saw earlier. Flying down the valley from the south. I was hoping I was wrong about what I thought it was. A dragon? Here in Skyrim? What's this world coming to? First the war, now dragons. Trouble loves company, they say. The Jarl needs to know if there's a dragon on the loose. Riverwood is defenseless. We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever soldiers he can. If you'll do that for me, I'll be in your debt. Of course. All right then.
Alright, now they have a little bit of a... Once you become friendly there, start taking things. So we need to clean them out. Oh yeah, over here. Chicken egg. Garlic. Sigrid, you're in my way. When it comes to Elder Scrolls 6, I really hope that that's something that they change. Iron Gauntlets, great.
Helgen was destroyed? How did you get away?
I don't know where to stop. You know I was assigned to General Tully. Let's go. We will stop in Helgen. Attacked by a dragon.
When your friend told me, I didn't believe it at first either.
Where is Mercy? A dragon? In Helgen? Why, you could be here at any moment.
I'm sure Riverwood will be all right when the Jarl learns what's happening.
And now we have business to attend to. Lots of things to do.
Take what you need, my friend. Within reason, of course.
Alright. I need heavy armor as much as possible, and I need to disenchant a few things when I get a chance. And I'm going to need a companion, because now I don't have one. So first order of business, let's go see the Riverwood Trader before it closes.
Well, one of us has to do something.
I said no. No adventures, no theatrics, no thief chasing.
Well, what are you going to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
We are done talking about this. Oh, a customer. Sorry you had to hear that. I don't know what you overheard, but the Riverwood Trader is still open. Feel free to shop. Yeah, we did have a bit of a break-in. We still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing. An ornament, solid gold in the shape of a dragon's claw. You could? I've got some coin coming in from my last shipment. It's yours if you bring my claw back. Now, if you're going to get those thieves, you should head to Bleak Falls Barrow, northwest of town.
So this is your plan, Lucan?
Yes. So now you don't have to go, do you?
Oh, really? Well, I think your new helper here needs a guide.
No, by the 8, fine. But only to the edge of town.
She's gonna guide us, but I want to trade with him first.
Show those. Take a look.
Because money is going to be hard to come by early on. So we're gonna sell these cloaks. and that for gauntlets, all that stuff. I want to disenchant those things. What else do we have? Mix unit tactics, great. Got an extra Minty's lighting guide. I don't need 2 of those. And nothing else worth selling. Okay, thanks. Oh, and what do you have for spells? Manual of Lantern Care. Nope. Oh, Raise Zombie. 141. Thank you. That's what I want.
All right then.
That goes a long way toward helping us get through the first part of the game, especially on legendary difficulty.
Across the bridge to get to Bleak Falls Barrow. You can see it from here, though. The mountain just over the buildings. Those thieves must be mad hiding out there. Those old crypts are filled with nothing but traps, trolls, and who knows what else.
Camilla and all of the ladies of Skyrim look quite lovely. Here, do you want me to be near you? Okay. Thanks to NPC Overhaul and Bajin's War Maidens.
Lucan's golden claw. I mean, we have plenty of things in the shop that are worth just as much coin. Lucan found the claw about a year after he opened the store. He never quite explained where he got it. He's a tricky one.
As I was saying earlier, Simply Bigger Trees had a problem with the junipers in Markarth region, but they fixed that, and I'm quite happy about that. So now I feel like I can use it. It does make the whole region look much more amazing.
This is the bridge out of town. The path up the mountain to the northwest leads to Bleak Falls Barrow. I guess I should get back to my brother. He'll throw a fit if I take too long. Such a child.
A little bit of light pop in there, because there are issues with lights in Skyrim that you can't always get away from. Where is that? There's a crab over here. There's a mud crab, and we need to get him because potions. There he is. There we go. Right, mud crab chitting this through. I always like to have a few cure disease potions handy. Yes. We are hungry and thirsty, and before I do any of that,
Mara bless you for agreeing to help us.
the chicken. Don't touch the chickens. So Alvar's gonna go inside, which would be really good.
Take what you need, my friend.
Within reason, of course. Iron boots I already have. Iron helmet. Steel dagger. Okay. Yeah, my poor sad puppy. Okay. I need a large backpack. Black fur. It says 8 leather strips and 2 wolf pelts. Or the cave bale pelt and 8 leather strips. I need 8 leather strips either way. So what do we have for leather? There's 2 wolf pelts. There's an elk hide. Cave bear pelt. We're gonna do that. And this is a cowhide. So leather strips. And leather strips. Now we can get our backpack. There's a, where's the, oh, it's gotta be up towards the top, doesn't it? Yep, backpack, black fur, adds 50 carry weight. Love having that. And then, what about pouches? Leather bandit, leather box pouch, 4 leather and leather strips. Okay, this is what we're gonna do next. Leather strips. And then there's also water skins from leather strips and leather. Gonna need at least one of those, preferably 2. And then I can go leather box pouch, back left or side left. One of those. Let's go back left. Right. These things are great. These things in survival mode are absolute lifesavers. Go down here, you say leather box pouch back left adds 50 carry weight, and then our backpack adds another 50. So that's going to help a ton. Alright. And then I want all of this stuff. Alright, because I need to make some more things. In particular, I usually have an iron greatsword by now, but I don't. I can't make one, can I? What do I have for weapons? An iron greatsword is going to require, what, 2 more leather strips. I'm pretty sure I can buy those from the Golden Claw in the morning. There's a puppy dog. And these barrels are all, yeah, you can't get in it. So.
Out of my way, stranger.
Yes, yes, yes.
Orgnar, are you listening?
Hard not to.
The ale is going bad. We need to get a new batch.
Alright, eating. In the first order of business, there is a bug with eye need that I have experienced quite a bit, and I have a video on my website about it. If you eat a food that is not categorized, it will turn you into a werewolf, whether you have the ability to turn into a werewolf or not. So, I have to make sure to quick save before I do any of that.
Ale's going bad.
Apple cabbage stew. That doesn't sound very good, by the way, but... What about rabbit soup or rabbit stew? Do I have a rabbit stew? Surprising that there's no rabbit stew in here. I'm really surprised by that. There's no rabbit stew. There's a venison stew. And there's clam chowder. But there's... Yeah, so all you can do is cook them as rabbit haunches.
You're that visitor been poking around.
Yes, Delphine. So let's go with some cooked beef. And otter skin. Still need more. Oh. I'm going to fix that real quick in mod configuration for iNeed. This is what I like. So, notifications. Style, alpha based. Icons start after transparent. You will suffer penalties when or color based. I like the alpha color based actually. Default color white, bottom right, orientation. The rest of that is good. Track disease. Adds a widget that will represent your disease state, regardless of the widget style. Detected, the widget will not appear unless you are diseased. I like that one a lot. And then, oh, there's keys. You can hotkey things, and I like to do that. So right here, eat hotkey, drink hotkey, and then there's sit hotkey, which is kind of slightly bugged. So I don't like to mess with it a lot. But.
It's my business to keep track of strangers.
And what do we have here? Here's the other
face, and the right ugly one at that. No offense.
All right. Well, I'm gonna use alchemy next time. I want to end this episode. I'm gonna get myself a room.
Need a room? Talk to Delphine.
I'm gonna get some work.
Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty, of course.
Get a refill on my water and get a room, and then we'll call it a day. So that is. Hey, wait a minute. Want to get a room? Do I have to get it from Delphine?
We don't get a lot of travelers here in Riverwood. Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
All right. Is this my room over here? Let's find out. Oh, not that one. Maybe it's this other one back this way. I don't think so, though. Nope. There's only 3 rooms in the whole place. Alright. Guys, this is going to be the end of episode 1. As always, if you like the channel, please subscribe to it. If you have a question or comment, drop it down below. I'll do my best to respond. I will have the full... You should be able to see the full mod load order in the description. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on episode 2.